Basically, mineral deposits form and it turns the bone into rock. You can have imprints of fossils or what they call full body fossils where the bones are entirely intact and preserved. Another way for things to be preserved is through the sap of a tree. Yeah, just like Jurassic Park, that actually happens, but we don't make dinosaurs out of them. Tar pits and even ice can preserve bones and create amazing fossils. But back to Florida. When the sharks pass and the layers form over them, and Florida eventually becomes a landmass, the teeth are still there, and after years and years and years of rain and erosion, the teeth and bones eventually make their way out of the ground where they've been sitting for arguably millions of years. This is where we come in. In today's video, we'll be scuba diving for bones and teeth and treading through thick mud to find ourselves our first megalodon teeth and hopefully the biggest shark's teeth we've ever found to date. Now, we kind of got pointed in the right direction, but the spot that we found completely on our own, and we came up with our own techniques on our own. A lot of you probably don't know this, but I did go out and spend a week with Mark Erickson, a paleontologist who has dug up some of the most incredible dinosaur bones I've ever seen, and he taught me a lot about finding bones, what to look for, and paleontology as a whole. So this is a topic I love going over. I hope you guys are interested in this as well, because I would love to continue making videos like this and teaching you guys about everything that I've learned about over my entire life. Me and all my friends, I like to think, are extremely well educated on Florida's ecosystems, environment, and all the species that there are, even on the entire planet. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Let's get that in the comments section. That guy was my absolute hero growing up, and I have him to thank for so much of what I've learned and what I've done in my entire life. So again, if you guys enjoy videos like these, drop a huge thumbs up, and we're going to dive in to our first trip with Jake the Almighty, Brandon, and Chris the paleontologist. Somewhere in Florida. Enjoy. What is going on, everyone? We are here in a beautiful undisclosed location deep in the middle of the South. I can't say much other than that because I was invited here. I'm here with a bunch of legends. We're going to try to find fossils. We're going to try to find shark's teeth. Let's get it.
How's some fossils that I found?
Whoa.
A mammoth tooth.
Wow, that's insane.
This is a mammoth spit tooth, so this is one of the smaller ones in the front, and another tooth would have been butted up right here, and as the animal grew, it would pop that tooth out. This actually is not broken right here. That's a good tooth. Other elephant-like creature. This is a mastodon.
Wow.
So that's like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like that, but instead of specializing in eating grass and things like that, they specialized in more like roots. So they'd actually have, some of them were called, the earlier forms were called shovel tuskers, because they had these tusks that were like shovels, and they'd actually dig up roots.
Wow.
Use these big teeth to crush this stuff up. Dire wolf tooth.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That's the upper rear molar.
Wow.
There would have been a big, giant meat shearing tooth right in front of that.
Oh my God. That's what you're looking for, huh?
I'm looking for anything from this kind of stuff. There's so much stuff to do here, so much variety. I mean, you can go right down the road and get totally different stuff. That's pretty much just stuff around here. If everything's in my backyard, why travel too much, you know? That's one from James.
Wow.
It's a little megalodon tooth.
You found that one?
Yeah, I did.
That is insane. So can you imagine a kid bit into something like that and made that?
What's that?
That is... Look at that, dude.
And that's,
Imagine just getting hundreds of those. I know, that's a small
that's half
one.
size or max size.
That's like a big gray white tooth.
This is called a glyptodon. It's a... Glyptodons were like giant armadillos, like the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, I've heard
And
about
this particular one, these are 4 different osteoderms, or bony pieces of a plate, a shell rather, that were stuck together because it had bone cancer.
Oh wow.
So that's all from some cancerous growth there. How about this one here?
Is this stuff you really like?
That's a sloth claw.
A sloth claw?
It's a sloth.
That is a giant sloth.
It's Paramylodon, it's called.
Holy cow.
This is just one. You would have had 5 on there, and this is the sloth claw core, right? So the actual claw part
here
was coming way off of even that.
Oh,
So
wow.
they were big. They were like 12 foot or something. They were massive.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the biggest species in Florida. There's one that's like 3 times this
So
size.
giant sloths used to roam Florida? That's so cool.
Absolutely.
See, I love making videos like this because, you know, the people get to learn about our homelands that we love so much.
Educational entertainment.
I love that, exactly. And I hope that you guys at home like that too. Plug yourself. What's your name, my friend?
Paleo Chris.
Paleo Chris, alright. You do trips?
I do trips through fossil voyages, but I also have a YouTube channel.
Nice.
So I do this stuff and just post videos.
Fossil Chris, check it out. So like when you find something like this, does it look just like this or have you cleaned it up?
I haven't done anything good.
So you just found this sitting on the bottom.
Yep.
Do you scream underwater when you come across something like this?
Always.
Yes.
Always.
I told Jack I was a little nervous about the alligators, and the first thing Jack said was like, nah, man, you don't have nothing to worry about. So I feel like he's going to tackle him for me if we do run into one.
I will fight an alligator for you.
Thanks, man.
don't know what kind it is.
Found that little piece, but look at this guy. Oh, Flanky Flank.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. What kind of snake is that?
I think it's a banded water snake.
You think? I
Yeah.
don't think it's ever good to think. What's up,
He
man?
seems really chill, actually.
It's cold. Oh, it's really cold. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so brave.
Yeah,
Well, your hair is gonna stink, bro. You gotta wash that shit.
It's like another world back here. This is crazy.
You gotta be in the food alley in there
We searched the spot for a couple hours, but the water was super dark, and we didn't have that good of luck with shark's teeth. The scenery, however, was beautiful. We wrapped up the spot pretty quick and ended up heading straight to another spot that Chris wanted to show us. Not before Merrick stepped on a giant thorn.
Wonder what this giant thing was in my foot, and that was on the devil.
At spot number 2, we ended up hiking way upriver. Way further than we should have hiked for how quickly it was getting dark. But we had high hopes to find megalodon teeth. So after about a mile and a half, we decided to jump in the river and float the rest of the way back while searching for shark's teeth. We had very little luck. And it started getting really dark really fast. And we forgot where we crossed the river, so this happened. See, my breath on camera.
Oh my god, dude. Hey, come on, dude, let's go.
And then when we got back to the car, we realized that the keys were on the kayak, so we had to stand there freezing cold, wet for about 20 minutes until the rest of the crew got back. But other than that, great time. I don't regret it at all. Which brings us to our more recent megalodon hunt. This is my and Merrick's second time actually going out of our way to try to find megalodon teeth. Alright, here we are. Sight. Look at that, right off the bat. Look at that beautiful little tooth. Here we go. I'm gonna start pocketing those, but pretty much gonna turn the camera on whenever I see something worth filming. For now, I'm just gonna fill my pockets with a bunch more teeth like these. This is on a site where they just dug a retention pond. So they scooped a bunch of dirt up from deep, placed it in piles, and it had just freshly rained, meaning all the dirt's gonna wash away, and there's a way better chance of us finding some shark's teeth. We grabbed a couple super bright lights and went and hit the site hard. Here is the following footage.
Here, sitting right on top of the sand. Dirt, whatever. Will you do the honors, mate?
Yeah. What do we got?
Oh, that's a sick. Dude, look how sharp it is.
Yeah.
Crazy. We'll get you guys close-ups of every tooth we find at the end, too.
Get out of there, Merrick. Merrick just lost his boot rope. Look at how high the mud went up on your boot. Dude, you... Oh, shit. You suck, man. As you can see in this footage, we had boots on. That's because we went out earlier that day and I completely destroyed my shoes. So we ended up taking a trip to Walmart, 1, to get dry clothes because we were completely soaked, but 2, to get knee-high boots so that we could walk in the mud. I still ended up stepping in mud that was too deep and getting my socks and the inside of my boots soaked anyway, but we continued on.
Yep.
Oh, that's a chunk. There's more out here, man.
So we got 1 tooth right there. There's the stinger. 1 tooth right there. And then here's the stinger. What's this?
I don't know, bug.
Like you see serrations on the inside of that shark. Oh, look at this guy. Shark. Oh, there's a sandbar. Look at this, dude. Nice one. Pretty tooth right there.
Yes, it is. Right, could be right. Hold that.
Dude. Oh, what? No way. Oh, you dingleberry.
Bro, I just saw this washout and I started following it super close, like looking closely, and then this thing's just sitting on top of the sand. Oh, shit, dude! Oh.
Alright, so I just found that one. And then there's teeth everywhere. There's one there. One there.
Pick all these up real quick. Put them all in Merrick's hand. All those are within like a couple feet. Dude, that one's nice. What, the one I found?
Yeah.
Dude. Wow. So look how close to that. Wonder what layer has the teeth in them. It smells like the intercoastal.
Hey, you stand in there? The beach there. Look at that.
So this is where the beach was.
That's straight beach sand.
Wow, that is good.
Careful, mate. Get out of there, Merrick! No, Merrick! Oh, get in. Oh, I can't, mate. I can't go into there. Oh.
This is a joke. Oh, I'm bored! I'm bored! Dude, I'm so... Oh, we're annihilated. Don't go in. Oh, shit! Rick is trying to kill me. I'm slipping! Where did I go to that?
Is that a bone?
In the rock.
Oh, dinosaur. Dude.
I found this bone lodged in a rock, but the rock was like 30 plus pounds, and we were well over a mile away from our car, so there's no way we could carry it back. So we were trying to break off pieces of the rock so that we could bring the fossilized bone back with us. Almost forgot you, little buddy.
Oh, that's a fucking good one!
It was like that. I like tugged on it. I couldn't.
Oh, I couldn't wait, dude. I couldn't wait. What's that? What's that? Pull it out, dude. Stop. Oh! No way. That's like back to back within 5 minutes.
Oh, it's a great white or a bag.
Wow.
Probably a bag because they say great white.
Oh, shook it, be totally one. You walked by and hold it.
Up in here.
Oh, man.
Look at that. That would have been as crazy, too.
Alright, I'm just joking. That's what I was saying.
Is it?
No. Probably wood or a fossil. Wait, I walked in like, I walked back up here and I was like, this has to be good something. And then I was like, dude, there's a string. Oh, look at that. Oh! Damn, there it is, man. Yeah! That beautiful tooth. No way. Oh, dude. Where the f are we right now, dude? We both just scored within like feet of each other. We need to check this whole bank right here, probably.
After roughly 8 hours of searching, we went back to the car to warm up, to get some food, and to relax. Merrick ended up spilling barbecue sauce on himself, which for some reason I thought was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I'm dead. This is my shit show.
I was trying to get the itch out of my boot. It's like foot mac and cheese, man.
We were contemplating even going back out at all, but I had a good feeling about it, so I told Merrick, you know, it might be cold, but let's stick through it, go out and find a couple more teeth. That's exactly what we did, and then this happened.
Alright, Merrick told me he needs me to come over here with the camera. So I'm going to do that, but since we're in shark tooth
territory, I gotta walk slow to make it more suspenseful. Huh?
See it?
No.
It's over here.
Ooh, damn! Damn, that's like the half I found at the start. Whoa. Oh, it's like a half the front. You're like, oh, we should go back, dude. Oh. You see it now? You see it now? Hold on. Oh. Dude. 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 Oh. Oh, that's a fatty. Hold on. Thing's 90. Oh, man.
Look how shiny it is,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Look at the back. What's the back?
Damn. I wish I had. Woo. Alright, let's keep going.
Dude, whatever.
Oh, here we go. Within probably like 50 feet of each other. That's what we got.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Pull it out, dude. Oh!
That's a sick one, dude.
Alright, so I just was walking over here and stopped for a second to stretch my back, and I looked down. Dude! That's nuts. Oh! That's a big boy. Look at that half. Again, going where there are no footprints has proven to be the call. Alright, it's 2 a.m. We're driving home. I think we definitely killed it. According to that entire cup holder full of shark's teeth.
And that's not even all.
Yeah, that's not even close to all of them. Which we will show you right now. First day out hunting on a ranch in dug up pond. Mary's got some excellent teeth. Yeah, those are nice teeth you found, Mary.
Like, I bet this happened.
The serrations on this one are really good too. These are definitely the biggest shark's teeth Merrick and I have ever found by far. I mean, I'd say the biggest tooth that I'd ever found before this was like this size, just from looking at the beach. But we've always wanted to do something like this, just never really got around to it.
I found one maybe this size. Remember in that driveway?
Yeah, that was a big one. Definitely nothing like these guys. We just went out with a D Almighty and Brandon, Paleo Chris, spent the whole day searching and found like, you know, I found like 15, 20 teeth. Me and Merrick go out, look at a spot that we've never been to before. Pulled off on the right exit, saw some people searching for shark's teeth, thought we'd join them, ended up staying there until 3 in the morning. And it's crazy because we were about to leave. Merrick's like, dude, I am freezing right now. I was like, dude, we gotta go back out and look. And I ended up finding by far my biggest half and by far my biggest tooth.
Yeah, I found a big chunk of that.
Yeah, you found that giant half too when we went back out. I'm sure you guys saw it from the footage, but this is the biggest tooth I've ever found in my life by far. Sadly, we got a corner chipped off, but it's still an excellent tooth.
You know that probably happened, like, it was attacking something when that piece got broke off, and it got broken out of his jaw.
Yep. Merrick got a whole bunch of bones over here.
I'm pretty sure this is got
Some of those are definitely dinosaurs.
this is all one piece.
I still have a bunch of dinosaur bones too.
You know all that.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this is going to be part 1 of the Megalodon fossil hunting series. I enjoy doing this so much. I really hope you guys enjoy this footage. We're going to keep trying to educate you guys on just basically the history of the planet and everything that we find interesting when it comes to wildlife, when it comes to fossils. These are topics that me and my friends really enjoy discussing, but we've never really made videos about it before. So, again, please leave some feedback in the comment section. I love reading your guys' comments. I want to hear your fossil stories.
Alright guys,
And,
peace.
yeah,
Like and
thank you guys
subscribe all
so
day,
much.
every day.
Can't wait to make more
Certified.
content for you guys.